Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Samsul Hadi, as a lecturer of Interpretative Reading subject. My name is Syafi'atul. In this video, I want to practice for interpretative reading to fulfill the individual tasks of interpretative reading subject. Our Beautiful World, author Vivek Bhattacharya. We live in a beautiful world, a world filled with wonders, a world with soaring mountains, a deep ocean, and world teeming with life and joy. It is the world we call home. Here, we reign supreme. We design new technological miracles. We shoot the stars. We build amazing things. We study the world, the universe. We try to make our life easier and easier and easier with new gadgets. They aim to make everything better. Easier? Yes. But is it better? Our home paying a terrible price. We are changing the earth, killing bird, animal with whom we share this planet, endangering our fellow humans. The world is becoming desert. Oceans are rising. Glaciers are melting. Crops are failing. The heat is rising. There's a monster haunts Earth. It is called climate change. Humans are its creator. This is the story of how we made it. About 12,000 years ago, the Earth entered a new geological epoch called the Holocene. It was paradise. This is when the gigantic sheets of ice that cover much of the northern hemisphere and large part of the southern hemisphere retreat toward the north and south poles, and the world entered new era of plenty. New forests grew and life flourished. The world climate became warmer than stable. Ever since then, for about last 11,000 years, the Earth's climate has been stable and calm. Humans have been around for 200 years, but before the Holocene, we never had it this good. In the past 11,000 years, we have thrived. We discover agriculture. We settle down in village and town. We create art, build grand civilizations. The Pyramid of Giza, the cities of the Indus Valley civilization, the Maurya Empire, and the Roman Empire all happened during the Holocene. This is all possible because of widespread agriculture and trade. We grew crops, we made things, we exchanged them with each other, we grew prosperous. Our ancestors started clearing forests to grow more crops, and slowly their footprint expands. Even then, much of Europe, North America, and India were covered in thick forests. It's all happened very slowly, over thousands of years. The effect of human beings on the environment was still very small. The earth still had enough resources to replenish the was depleted. But as the centuries went by, we start using up the earth resources faster and faster. By around 500 years ago, Europe's ancient forests were mostly gone, and even in other parts of the world, forests were in retreat. Humans have always used the earth resources, be it trees, minerals like iron, or animal for domestication and food. We have always want the planet to give more. Then, about 250 years ago, something happened. The industrial age, the age of machines. Until then, we had mostly used handheld tools for works. As a result, there was only so much damage we could do. But with machine, we could do anything. For the first time, we start using machines like the power loom and the steam engine to mass produce good for trade. We burn fossil fuels like coal and oil to power machines to do work for us. Every aspect of our life today comes from the industrial revolutions: cars, planes, mobile phones, spaceflight, computers. It's all began 250 years ago. But while this lit the fire of human progress, it also unleashed its dark shadow: climate change. The earth is very old, over 4 billion years old. Life on earth began more than 3 billion years ago. How do we know? Because that is when the oldest fossils are from. What are fossils? The planet has been home to a dizzying variety of plants and animals. All trees and creatures, including humans, are primarily made of carbon. As they die and as continents shift, their remains go back into the earth where they lay. Over thousands of years, they return to form of carbon, coal, gas, oil. This is how the earth fossil deposit are created. When we start digging up the coal and oil to burn them and power our machines, we give rise of fossil fuels. That has been the basis of our modern prosperity. For nearly everything we do, we burn coal and oil. We dig into the bowels of the earth. We mine the coal. We extract the petroleum. We burn it. We live our life. But we have talked so much and burned so much that we have upset the balance of the Holocene. The more coal and oil we burn, the more carbon dioxide we release. This gets stored in the atmosphere. The carbon dioxide traps the sun heat and the world grows hotter. The world is becoming oven and the heat is changing the climates. The earth is slowly becoming unlivable. It is now 1.2 degrees Celsius hotter than 200 years ago. If we continue like this in 2050, we would like 2.4 degrees Celsius hotter. If that happens, then the sea level are rising. Cities must be desert. Himalayan glacier will start vanishing. Rivers will floating all the time. And when the glacier vanishes and river will dry up. Heat wave will make it impossible to go out during the day. Even indoors, people will suffer. Super cyclones will rise out of the sea. Drinking water will be harder and harder to get. The Arctic Circle and Greenland will lose all their ice. Forests will burn every year. From the deepest jungle and the higher mountains, animals will starve. Epidemic and pandemic like COVID-19 may become more common. It is a scary future for the whole world, but yet there is hope. We don't need to keep burning coal and oil. In fact, the whole world can stop burning fossil fuels by 2050. No fossil fuels, no extra carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, no more heat. Humans are smart and we have already built technologies which can draw energy from the sun, wind, and water. If every country around the world says no to fossil fuels, we can defeat the climate change monsters. We live in a beautiful world. We can preserve this beautiful earth filled with wonders, a world of soaring mountains, of deep ocean, a world teeming with life and joy. It is a world we call home.